Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another rock and metal news video. Hey, what up everybody? It's your boy Trevor, back with another rock and metal news video. Former Bad Wolf singer Tommy Vext has been arrested over the weekend. Tommy Vext, he was charged with intimidating or threatening with a misdemeanor in Arizona. And this is allegedly what happened. So this allegedly happened in Arizona where he was charged with a misdemeanor for allegedly threatening somebody. So it says he was intimidating or threatening harm and to somebody's property. So here's a video of Tommy Vext explaining what happened, and it was posted to his TikTok. I'm not going to play the full video because the full video is 12 minutes, but we'll show some of what happened.
I know my girlfriend Hannah. We've been dating for almost 11 months now. Yeah. And I wanted to come on here and address some issues that have gone on this weekend. So, I know you guys saw that I had posted on Saturday to please pray for our family. It's been a nightmare of a weekend. So Saturday, I was in Vegas, and basically, I had gotten a call from Hannah in the morning first that there's a member of her family who is an abuser who is not allowed around her or her children, and we believe that they got wind that we were relocating the family to Phoenix and decided that he would show up. So he showed up unannounced against her wishes to their residence where her and the girls, and she took the kids and left for a while, called me, called CJ Dunning, called her sponsor, or your therapist too, yeah?
I called my therapist.
Yeah, and so we all kind of said, hey, if this person is gonna remain on the property, your mother's not gonna have them removed, just book an Airbnb and go to the Airbnb. So the kids had a school function. After the school function, she wanted to go home, get them closed for the week. We booked an Airbnb. Again, I was in Vegas and she's in Payson, Arizona, so I'm hundreds of miles away. Just kind of, okay, just do what we said in therapy, just follow the rules, do what your sponsor says. And around, what was it, 4? It was around 5 o'clock. I get a text message from her. Her oldest daughter doesn't want to go to the Airbnb, so I FaceTimed her, and I was like, hey, just let me talk to her oldest daughter and just see what's going on and why she's upset. And I could hear I could hear in the background that she was upset. And then I started to hear yelling, and her abuser, who's her father, he came into frame and he said, I'm gonna bash your skull in, and then grabbed my girlfriend by the sleeve of her shirt and began punching her. And I saw him strike you 3 times.
The entire thing on FaceTime.
Yeah. So she dropped the phone. I panicked and called 911. Because he said I'm gonna, he threatened to kill her, and then I witnessed the assault. I reported it as an attempted murder. Police were dispatched. She managed to get her phone and get away from him. It's not the father of her children. It's her own father. So he's an abusive alcoholic, and so the youngest daughter had to get in between her, stop her father from being on top of her, punching her. Now, I'm completely baffled by this. We've been together for 11 months. I have never seen this woman so much as raise her voice to her children. Unfortunately, we are both sober, but we come from addict families and alcoholics, and this is usually what happens when you get better and you start setting boundaries. This is something I experienced with my brother, and so I recognize the father's behaviors. If you're accused of sexually and physically abusing your child, you don't attack them with violence, and And basically I drove all the way there to, either post bail if I needed to post bail. And, and then in addition to that, I wanted to make a police report because I was a witness, and I had tried to speak to the police on the phone, and they wouldn't call me back. So I drove all the way to Phoenix overnight, got to Phoenix at about 1 a.m, couldn't sleep. The officer at the Payson County Jail office said that she would be seeing a judge at 8 a.m. So I slept for about an hour and a half, got back in my car, and then drove all the way to Payson another 2 hours, hour and 45 minutes. Went straight to the jailhouse, said, I need to make a police report. I'm a witness to a violent crime. And they said, you got to go to the police precinct around the block. So I drove to the Payson police precinct and asked to speak to the arresting officer, asked to make a statement, and I gave them my name, and they said, we have to place you under arrest. So, and this is the ridiculousness of how the family dynamic can be so sick. It's like people don't want the truth to come out so bad that they will literally do anything. And,
To protect themselves.
yeah, and so another family member had been alerted that I was driving to go pick her up and called the police and said I was going to come there and kill everybody, which I went there, like, I had no possession of a firearm. I wasn't even mad. I was scared. And
You just watched me.
yeah, and I had to watch her get assaulted, and as a man, just to see the person that you love, and I'm so far away, and I blame myself that I didn't move her sooner because I know how bad it is. And and the police were like, look, we know this is bullshit, but we literally have to put you under arrest. So, I was like, all right. So they fingerprinted me. You get the lamb goat posted my mugshot. I'm laughing in it. Everyone is kind of like, this is ridiculous. And they realize like something is really wrong with the stories are not adding up. So, basically I went into a cell for an hour and a half.
And this is an extremely bad situation, especially when you have kids and you have family who deal with alcohol abuse. I personally have never dealt with that situation where people get belligerent, drunk, and violent, and then the family goes, oh, her boyfriend's coming in town, he's going to stab her, shoot her, hurt her, and he was there to protect the woman that he loved. That's why he drove as far as he did. Because it's not an easy drive. It's like a couple-hour drive. But again, if you are in an abusive relationship, step the hell up and tell somebody. Get out of the situation. I don't care if it's your wife beating you up or if the man's beating up the girl. Get your ass out of the situation. It's a scary situation what happened. They're like, yeah, we got to arrest you, my guy, even though nothing really happened. But he physically seen the father beating up his girlfriend, smacking her around, or punching her, as he said. That would severely piss me off if I seen my girl getting punched in the face and I wasn't able to do anything about it because I was out of town or something like that. But that's a tragic event that happened with Tommy. Tommy seemed like a very good dude, honestly, from his social media posts and the things I've interacted with him on social media. He seemed like a good dude. But yes, Tommy was arrested, charged, and he said he spent like an hour and a half in jail. But remember, as always, if you're in a bad situation, try to get out of it.